Did you and Representative Dan Fernandez instruct Police Colonel Hector Grijaldo to confirm the reward system in Davao, in effect asking him to lie?
I already made a statement that there is no truth to the accusations of Colonel Grijaldo, that I forced anyone or we forced anyone to sign any affidavit in exchange to favors or the possibility of promotion. And that is what I said in the media, Karen.
All right, but this is the point,
I do not know why-
Representative Abante. Wait, I
do not
won't
know
let
why-
that go. I won't let that go just yet. What is
Yeah.
your business and Dan Fernandez's business speaking to a resource person? Why would you do that?
He was actually a classmate of Colonel Garma. And Colonel Garma asked us if we can talk to Colonel Grijaldo because he has something to say. So, na gano'n naman kami, okay, we talk to him.
But what you did was wrong. That immediately put color and bias into the resource persons. What is the business of two representatives speaking to a police colonel who is meant to be under oath, give his testimony? You should not have spoken with him.
No, he was not out under oath in the Senate, yes. But when we talked to him, we were talking to him in response to what Colonel Garma said.
No, but in the end, he was going to speak in the Quadcom. They are under oath in the Quadcom, correct?
Yes, that's true, yes.
Yes, so why would you
But
speak
we never-
No, the point is this, Representative Abante.
Yes,
Do you, in the lower house, do you all speak to your resource persons before they attend the hearing?
Not necessarily, but in a way
Is
in which
that the practice in the lower house?
Karen,
Is it the practice in the lower house that you speak?
Sometimes these resource persons would request us to talk to them privately. Also, we give them some time so we could be able to talk to them privately. But the thing is this, forcing anyone to make an affidavit that will tell them, that will speak lies to them. We don't do that. You see?
Okay, but he did not say you forced him to make an affidavit. This was his testimony in the Senate. Number one, he said first that Congressman Dan Fernandez put the paper he was holding in the table at sinabi, yung paragraph na yun, no, yun ang affidavit ni Colonel Garma. Sinabi niya, ikumpirma mo na alam mo ang reward system. In other words, it appears that you were not objective, both of you, that you were in effect influencing a resource person to
No, we're not.
corroborate Garma's testimony.
No, we're not.
Accusation niya.
We're not influencing him. We're
Okay.
we're just asking him because it was Colonel Garma who actually told us, can you please talk to Colonel Grad because he's my classmate.
Regardless,
He has
this is not
something
the
to say.
point.
The thing
The
is
point-
this. I think it's
Okay,
this.
but-
Okay.
But the point is, did you speak to a resource person, two representatives, a resource person in private without his lawyer? Did you do that?
No, there were two lawyers there. You
His
see that?
lawyers.
He could be able to call his lawyer too if he wanted to.
No, that's not the point. When you spoke with him, was he alone?
The point is this, Karen. No force was given. The point is this. We did not tell him. We did not actually force him to make an affidavit. We did not force him to say that he agrees with Garma. All right, we didn't do that. We were just
Representative
polite
Abante.
enough
No.
because they wanted to speak to us. We're just polite enough to be able to give them the room for them to say something.
Okay. Another testimony he said in the Senate during that conversation, tinanong mo pa, ilang taon ka na lang sa serbisyo, baka pwede ka bang general? Was there a part of the conversation that went this way?
There's a lie.
Oh,
The thing is, why would people believe a killer who would say those things?
but why would they
Even in
believe
the,
you?
even in
This
the
was highly
Quadcom.
inappropriate. The
Even,
point
even it,
is, the
no,
point
it's
is,
not.
Representative Abante, is this: you and Representative Dan Fernandez put the results of the Quadcom in a compromising situation. It affected the credibility by speaking to a resource person privately.
I don't think so. I mean, we will still pursue the truth, and that is what we want to say. We
Okay.
want to pursue the truth on these things, and I don't think that people would just believe a killer telling lies in the Senate committee.
Well, don't believe that the previous government used killers to testify against former Senator Laila de
Na,
Lima.
pwede ba kayong makausap? So why not? Oo. But coercing a person.
But Representative Dan Fernandez was there with you. Representative Dan Fernandez was there with you, right?
Yeah.
And Colonel Grijaldo's statement was firm. Sinabi niya, he put the paper he was holding on the table. I believe he said this in Filipino, and he said, this is the statement you'll say. Tinuturo niya yung paragraph. This is Colonel Garma's supplemental affidavit. Just say you know the reward system. Ikumpirma mo lang. Kumpirma mo to. Hawak yung papel. Why would he invent that story?
Who invented, Karen? We
Oh,
didn't.
why would Grijaldo invent that story?
Okay. Well, I don't know about him. Perhaps you could be able to ask him, why would he invent that kind of a story? See? He might be protecting someone else.
No,
He
so
might be
you're
protecting,
saying Dan Fernandez did
whatever
not
it
do that?
See, he is one of those that knew the killing of General Barayuga. Now, I do not know if anyone would just look at his statement. He was one of those that are accused in the killing of Barayuga. Yun dapat ang sinabi niya. I was not part of the killing of Barayuga. What he has said, you see? And the thing is this, kawawa naman si Colonel Garma. Colonel Garma has a change of heart. She had reflection and she said, I now would like to say the truth because the truth shall set me free. Ang nais lamang ni Colonel Garma is that perhaps you can talk to Colonel Ginaldo. He statement, he was one of those that are accused in the killing of Barayuga. Yun dapat ang sinabi niya. I was not part of the killing of Barayuga. What he has said, you see? And the thing is this, kawawa naman si Colonel Garma. Colonel Garma has a change of heart. She had reflection and she said, I now would like to say the truth because the truth shall set me free. Ang nais lamang ni Colonel Garma is that perhaps you can talk to Colonel Ginaldo. He has a lot of things to say. But all of a sudden, he had nothing to say but go against the statement of Colonel Garma.
But that's what I'm trying to say. That's what a resource person is. It depends, it's a matter of, by looking for the truth, we can't influence them to speak one way or the other. Because now he claims, this is what he's saying. I mean, this is what he's saying in the Senate, that at first he refused Dan Fernandez, right? Sinabi niya wala siyang alam sa reward scheme. Tapos, kinausap ko siya pagkatapos, tas dito mo na parang, this is where undue influence could be perceived or pressure. Sinabi mo daw, tinanong mo, ilang taon ka pa? Ilang taon ka pa ba sa PNP? Sabi niya, I still have 4 years before my retirement. Sinabi mo, you can still become a general. Doon niya sinabing, I'm content with my rank.
Well,
Kumbaga, it means if you say something that is pleasing to his administration, ganun ang dating, is baka maging general ka pa.
Well, talagang mangyayari yan, Karen. I mean, people will always try to excuse themselves or give reasons para baka wala sila sa investigasyon, para hindi na maimbitahan yan, para, para bang, any investigation in the Senate or the House, hindi naman nakakatuwa yan sa kanila eh. Alright? So they will do everything they can to excuse.
Yeah. But I think there's a lesson here for two representatives. It's the issue of propriety and being beyond reproach. We ask we ask our judges, we ask Supreme Court judges to be beyond reproach. Not a hint, right? Not a hint of impropriety. So, next time, what will change in how the Quad Committee holds its hearings?
We are not a court, Karen. We are a committee in Congress. And we are just there to investigate and to ferret out the truth so we could be able to craft more laws to prevent those things happening again. You see? So we're not the court.
Yeah, you're not the court, but
We're not there to prosecute.
investigators are also expected to be
Yes, but we're not there
biased
to prosecute.
inference.
We're not there to prosecute. It is up to the DOJ or the NBI to prosecute whatever they might say. You see that? I mean, ano magagawa namin kung magsisinungaling yan?
No, but you don't know anymore.
Magagawa?
The problem now is the public doesn't know saan siya nagsinungaling. Sa inyo or sa Senate. Technically, he recanted his testimony in the Quadcom. That's what he did. He recanted his testimony in the Quadcom by saying that in the Senate.
That would be true. The thing is this, Karen, no? Nakikita namin kahit sa Quadcom, under oath na yung mga witnesses, nagsisinungaling pa eh. Under oath na nagsisinungaling pa sila eh. Alright, nakikita po namin yan. O meron pa yung mga ebidensya. But they still lie. Oo. Bakit? Because they know it's not the court. Oh, they can say anything they want to say. Oh, it might even be, for example, like perjurious or what it is, but they still lie. So ano gagawin namin doon? But we're still here. We are still counting that one day these people like Colonel Garma will have a
Well, you can file for perjury if they lie. You can file for contempt if they lie.
We can contempt
They
us,
are under oath.
and that's the reason why we contempt them.
Okay, but the issue at the end is this. You will deny it. He insists on it. Dan Fernandez has denied it. But in the end, how will you proceed with future hearings of the Quadcom?
We will still proceed, Karen, whatever happens. You know, we know that in a way, mangyayari itong mga bagay na ito.
But will you now not talk to resource persons
It will not
before
stop.
the hearing?
Perhaps, Karen, perhaps we have learned something here that we must do. Never talk to a resource person in private. You see that? Perhaps that is what we must do. You see? Oo. We're learning the ropes, Karen. I mean, we're not perfect people. You know, we can do some mistakes sometimes, but the thing is this. Nakita namin, hindi pala maganda yung pagbigyan mo yung tao na gusto makiusap, nakausapin kami. Sabihin na lang namin, okay, humarap ka na lang doon sa Quadcom hearing. Sabihin mo na lang gusto mong sabihin doon. Alright? So, perhaps in that way, Karen, you're right.
All right. On that note, sir, thank you so much for joining me today. We'll be watching the Quadcom hearings. Mag-ingat kayo, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Karen. Thank you very much.